What's up, gente? We're back with episode 2
Sí, buenas tardes.
of Cascaritas with el Tri.
A huevo. Buenas tardes de nuevo.
How you doing, man?
Good, Luis. How's it going? I haven't seen you in like 4 days.
Since the Mexico game that we were so disappointed by.
Yeah.
But it's all right. It's all right. It was a fun time. It was a great experience, especially with Pancho Villa's army.
Hey, man, they landed pretty nicely.
Those guys don't mess around,
yeah.
dude. They brought they brought food, they brought bandas, tambores, drums.
It was a nice party, man. And that's what it's about, right? I mean, we bring the ambiente to any game. I think
that's right.
I think we rival Brasileños and their fan base. Our fan base follows anywhere and everywhere. We had folks from North Carolina,
Salisbury.
Yeah, it was all over
the place, man.
Yeah, so
San
they
Diego,
well.
Pancho Villa's army, man. Those guys travel well. I was impressed to find out that actually a guy that, well, you met him, Paletas, the guy that came up with my nickname was there.
Yeah.
And running the show. I didn't even know that he was the one that put it all together, the mastermind, the organizer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we come in and I was like, hey, ¿qué onda, Paletas? ¿Y tú qué haces aquí, güey? I put this on, dude. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that guy, man, he's a cool guy. And honestly, to be honest with you, he was a baller, dude. He was behind this guy right behind me, Paul Aguilar.
Yeah.
That dude was a good fullback.
And he's a Greeley kid.
Greeley kid, that's right.
So that was a really good story. We saw a lot of folks from Greeley, so representing Greeley, and it was a good time.
Heck yeah.
So what do you think, Luis? Let's kick off the agenda, if you will. And talk about a little bit more. Let's debrief on the Nations League Cup here in Denver. It was a well-attended game. Hopefully that helps for host city in 2026 for the World Cup. But who knows? I think we did well. I think there was a lot of U.S. fans there. Yeah.
There was a ton of U.S. fans, man.
More than usual.
I was not expecting that. I said maybe 60-40. It was like 50-50.
Yeah. I know they
a lot of them.
They put a capacity limit on the game. I think we had like 34,000, 35,000 people at the fans that showed up, and it was more like 70 that usually can host 70,000 that come in. So I think that may have influenced the balance. But it was a good energy, good environment in the game. But let's talk about the actual game now. What do you think?
Oh, man,
results.
Let's start with the Thursday game against Costa Rica. What did you think of the starting lineup? What did you think of how Tata started, dude?
Lozano, was the 9 in that particular game, and he showed up.
So it was actually Martin, dude.
I'm sorry. I thought they pushed
on Costa Rica.
On Costa Rica.
So here, let me show you. So this is how they started. They started Ochoa, Kip, Araujo, Moreno, Arteaga, Edson Alvarez, and Uriel Antuna.
Yeah, that's right.
Was on the back, dude.
That's right.
Which was interesting because when we showed up, we were like, Uriel Antuna as a fullback? That was weird because look, then you had Lainez in front of Antuna, and you had Lozano on the other side and Martin in the middle.
Yeah, that's right.
I was baffled by Antuna playing right back.
Well,
baffled.
I think his speed.
Yeah.
I think his energy, his youth. I mean, he was going back and forth. He was outrunning guys both games, but especially in the first game. And people couldn't catch up with his speed.
No, nobody could.
And so he would make plays off the side and feed the ball inside. He would get in really inside the box and feed folks pretty easy. So, yeah, it was a very dominant game for Mexico. It lasted a little longer than we would have liked in terms, but it's all Costa Rica. You never overlook them. They got Ruiz, who's been there.
Brian Ruiz, dude, he's been there since the beginning of time. I think.
Know, man.
He's hanging out with Jesus,
there.
and
it's crazy.
Those guys back in the dinosaurs days. That guy's been there so long.
Oh yeah,
and he always kills Mexico, but not this time. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, exactly.
You showed your age this in this game, and but interesting story there. Diego Lainez.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow.
Showed up for the first time. I mean, not for the first time, but showed up big
time
in that
game.
And,
you saw what he could do. You saw he could kind of play that inside winger. And unfortunately, Martin couldn't get behind any of those balls, dude. He couldn't hold it. He couldn't. We're just so used to our boy RJ9.
Yeah.
Hopefully you come back soon, man, because holy cow, that was a telling tale this past week.
Yeah. I did call him in the first episode that Martin was going to start.
You did?
I did mention that. But yeah, it's a different environment. I think, Linus, back to your previous comment, you can see his maturity from Spain, from playing for Real Betis in Spain, and he's got more confidence. We like to see that. And you definitely have seen the difference in this particular cup with Linus and some key plays and a really nice goal he put on the U.S. as well. But yeah, I don't know. Martin, some folks just have a tough time transitioning to an international level. Some play really big at the club level and just don't show up. Maybe it's just they don't have enough time with the national team. Pulido's the same way. He didn't show up either. Maybe they just need more time with the national team. But yeah, the 9 was missing.
I agree with you. Neither Pulido or Martin showed enough for me to say like, hey, we're okay at this position, because we're not. Yeah. And the whole game, we could not hold that ball up there. Eventually, it ended up going into PKs, which my nails are gone. I chewed off for my nails.
Yeah.
Cochino.
Yeah, cochino for sure, dude. Anyways, Santo Memo Ochoa.
Yeah, he saved us again. Saved us again. Yeah.
Again, dude.
Yeah.
He saves us so many times.
Just when I think he's just over and beyond his prime, I mean, he shows up, and he saved us big time. Because you know what? Antuna missed that first goal, first PK.
Yep.
So on shootouts. But yeah, should we talk about the U.S. game?
Yeah, let's get to it, dude. Let's get to that Sunday game that was ecstatic. It's probably about the best live event I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I've been to. I'm a Rockies fan, and I've been to when they played the Red Sox and got smoked, and when they beat the Phillies. Was it Arizona? It was Arizona that they beat to go to the World Series. I was at that game. Nothing like this.
Yeah.
Nothing like the game on Sunday.
It was exciting for both sides. I was in the Rose Bowl in 2011 when Mexico beat U.S. and Mexico was down 2-0. 100,000 fans. I was at that game at the final. That was an amazing game.
That would be hard to beat.
But I think the energy was there. Both clubs were playing. Obviously, it's a big rivalry, and so they showed up. I think. Statistically speaking, or even if we want to go strategic, I think I felt better. It's weird, but I felt better and more confident of the Mexico game loss against the U.S. and how they played moving forward. I call it a fail forward moment where you're actually. It was a tough loss, but in a good way in terms of the team. We're obviously missing the 9, and I think Tata has felt that pressure after the game, and we'll talk about the lineups for the Gold Cup. But
who started at 9 against the U.S.? Chucky.
That's right.
I said that he was going to go play 9, and he did. And listen, that game, if Chicharito was there, different game.
Yeah.
Whole different game, because Chicharito, you move Lozano back out. That would have been a different game. Chicharito would have commanded the center.
Yeah.
Okay? Like he always does. You have John Brooks and whoever the other center back was for the U.S. They would have been lost trying to just even mark him. Because I don't think Lozano has that knack nor the experience yet. Like a Chicharito, like a Raul, like you remember El Matador Luis Hernandez had. Dude, those guys, Jared Borghetti, those guys had just like these little colmillos, what we call it colmillo, right? They knew where to be, how to disturb those two back center backs, and just get into places where the ball's gonna be there, and let's poach like we always do. And Chicharito, I think in that game, I think he would have made that game a 3-1 Mexico win. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, it makes a difference having that established 9, making those runs, drawing 2 defenders at once, and Chicharito's really amazing at that. both teams, I will say, we're missing a 9.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that we have solidified 9s ready for the Copa de Oro and moving forward. The U.S. doesn't have that yet. Right now, they don't have a 9 to play with. So
you can say Josh Sargent, but that dude, he didn't do anything. He obviously, we have Nestor Araujo, who, holy cow, once again, dude, that guy, he's our best defender.
Yeah, and we saw
by
that.
far.
We saw that. Yeah. I mean, you're the Josie Altidores, the Dempseys. You don't see that with the U.S. now, and I think that's a big missing piece for them. So that's something for them to consider in terms of kind of a big hole moving forward for the U.S. But, Mexico has some established 9s. RJ9, as soon as he gets back. Obviously, Chicharito. Vela, when he wants to play. I think Vela just picks his matches.
Annoying.
And when he feels like wants to play, he'll show up, and Tata will let him show up. But
Which is good. It's getting old.
Yeah.
I love Vela, but come on, man. We need you. Get in there, dude.
Yeah.
If you're watching this right now, quit being a little punk and get in there and play.
Yeah. I mean, even his presence, his I mean, you don't have to be 100% for Vela to show up and get the attention from the other teams. But it is what it is, which I think leads to the next piece on our agenda, finding that identity that Mexico has always had. Mm-hmm. I talked to you when we were walking at the stadium last week. We have Chicharito. He hasn't played in a year and a half. Even before him, we had El Kaiser, Rafa Marquez, and even before him, we had your
Claudio
boy
Suarez, Cuauhtemoc Blanco, you name it, dude.
Yeah. So we had some kind of identity, right? We had a face.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think that's what we're missing now. And hopefully when Chicharito gets back and when Raul Jimenez gets back, we'll reestablish that identity. But you can tell that we're missing that piece. You mentioned Chucky Lozano.
Yeah.
He's there, but
he's so talented that he doesn't need to be a leader.
Yeah,
that's the problem with him,
Yeah.
He could do whatever the heck he wants. He doesn't have to be a leader. But you can see... And I say this with Wolverhampton, too.
Mm-hmm.
Raul is the heart and soul of that team. As soon as Raul left that team, they were done.
Yeah.
I mean, they ended up in, 9th or 10th place. But when Raul was there, dude, they were fighting for a UEFA Champions League berth.
Yep.
Same goes with Mexico. I think people follow Raul. I do think Héctor Herrera has a little bit of a leadership in Mexico. But it's tough to... It's tough to put him there when he's not the captain and Guardado's the captain.
Yeah.
So that's that dynamic. I don't understand how Tata would deal with that, but I think Raul just makes it all come through, dude.
Yeah.
Because I think he's the silent leader. And even though Guardado is the captain, I look at Raul and I think Raul is kind of like my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only great because of my wife, right? She's
exactly.
like kind of like the background, like, hey, do this, kind of guiding me. I think Raul's that way. I think Raul guides those guys.
Yeah.
Because he commands even from the front. You can see him in the front yelling at the guys in the back, yelling at the guys in the middle, like, hey, give me the ball, make some runs, I will get you open.
Right. Exactly.
And, man, did we miss that against U.S. on Sunday.
Yeah, we missed that 9. And I think that's a big theme that we've had today is identifying who our 9 will be moving forward. And so we have some exciting call-ups.
Yeah, we
from
do.
Tata. I'm sure he got some pressure from a lot of folks. And so I'm excited with the lineups that we're going to have. And the other thing is the Olympic squad. That's a bunch of young kiddos, but then they've also called up a couple of our veterans to the Tokyo Olympics for another soccer tournament. So that kind of took some of our talent away in a sense, but I'm happy with the call-ups, the pre-lista that Tata pulled out for everyone for the Gold Cup, which is just around the corner, man.
It is. I think what is that? 2-3 weeks or so?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the real tournament we're looking forward to, right? I mean, sure, Nations Cup, CONCACAF Cup, whatever. We were super excited about it because it was in Denver. Obviously, if it's in your backyard, we're going to be excited about it. We're going to go to it. We're going to do everything we can to make it a big deal.
Yeah.
And it was it was so much fun being out there tailgating. Even at that brewery, what was the brewery?
Raíces Brewery. Yeah,
cool,
that was
cool
amazing.
brewery.
Yeah.
I was able to hand out a bunch of I was able to share our podcast with a lot of the people that were sitting at the tables, and I actually met one kid that's on the Rapids for their Boulder Rapids, and I was like, if you want to come on, let me know. We'll have you on.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have that kid in here sometime, and I think he's a friend of mine on Facebook, so we're gonna be watching for you, buddy.
Yeah, listen to us and then tag us if you can.
Pero, deja. Let me talk about Tecatito and Lainez, dude, against the USA.
Yeah.
So Tecatito, right away.
Yeah.
Right, first minute goes down, scores a goal, and the US is just like, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And it showed. And after he scored that goal, he had 3 guys on him.
Yeah.
He had Brooks. He had whoever that left back was. I don't know who that guy was.
Mm-hmm.
And he was drawing the midfielder, whoever, Weston McKinney. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
He was drawing 3 guys.
Yeah.
And they left the right side. Who was on the right side? Was that Chaka?
That was, I think it was at Antuna as well.
Oh, yeah, it was Antuna.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing. Talk about speed. And I didn't mean to jump in, but
No.
man, you got Tecatito, you got Lainez, you got Antuna. That's speed, right? And that's
All day.
exactly what happens. Exactly. And so they showed up and they ran past those guys
Easy.
and created opportunities.
Easy. We just couldn't get the ball in the net. And, I mean, we got 2 goals, which were skill goals.
Exactly.
You put Chicharito in the middle in there?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. That would have been 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah.
There was a couple times where I was like, if that was Raúl or even Chicharito.
Yeah.
Or even Funes Mori.
Oh, that's going to be an exciting
That would have
addition.
been... that would have been 3 or 4 goals for Mexico.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hindsight is 2020, but...
Yeah, this tournament reminds me of the college basketball scene whenever they have like a pre-tournament in Hawaii.
Yeah, they have the conference tournament.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of it's a warm-up tournament, and then
yeah.
you get into some really big college basketball. I think this was the same type of feeling. It's a warm-up
The
tournament.
precursor to March Madness.
Yeah,
Copa Oro
exactly,
is that. The Gold Cup is that for sure.
And even this Nations Cup, I think it was kind of a mini warm-up tournament too for what's coming. So speaking of what's coming, let's what do we got? Some new call-ups for the Gold Cup.
Yeah, for Copa Oro.
I think we really care about
the obvious one.
The obvious one, right? The number 9 spot. I think we have I'm cautiously optimistic that Chicharito will be in the final call-up. I think he's got a lot of pressure. When I say he, Tata. I think that's a big addition. But I also mentioned when you posted on Facebook, we need to have multiple 9s, right?
We do.
And so I think that's where Funes Mori comes in. I don't know. What do you think?
I think, man, Funes Mori would fix a lot of our problems at the 9 spot because he's a true 9.
Mm-hmm.
He and even I don't know how Monterrey does this, but the other 9 that they have, the Dutch guy, the Netherlands guy, Klaassen, is it Klaassen?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how they play with 2 9s like that. It's a crazy strategy, but we just need one.
Yeah.
We just need one. If it's Funes Mori, if it's Chicharito, bring them both. And let out Jimenez from Cruz Azul. Give him a shot. If you don't give him a shot in the big team, give him a shot at the Olympics.
Yeah,
because he's the reason why Cruz Azul won the Clausura, dude.
Yeah,
he reminds me a lot of Raúl, and he's the same size. He's the same kind of build. He's kind of makes the same runs as he does.
Mm-hmm.
You need to give Jimenez a chance. And the other guy is, I think he's taking Santiago Muñoz to the Olympics.
Okay.
So that was the other guy from Santos that I was going to say he needs to get a chance, but I guess he's going to the Olympics. So
yeah. Well, I feel a lot better going into the Gold Cup with some established 9s. And I think Mexico's always favored to win. And I think with those additions, I don't see why not.
Yeah. No, I mean, some of the other call-ups that I saw was your boy, Beltran.
Oh, yeah.
From Chivas.
Yeah, from Chivas, yeah.
Pizarro. I mean, sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, he's
not playing well with Miami right now. But these two guys, dude, JJ Macías and Alexis Vega, do you think they're going to the Olympics, or do you think Tata's going to be like, I need one of you guys to come to the big team?
I think he's having conversations with the Olympic Mexico coach to figure out what makes most sense. But yeah, both JJ, I think, is frustrated that he hasn't been involved in the national team a little bit more, or with that playing time as well. But I think he's anxious to show what he has to offer. And, we'll see. But, both players, both young, fast, and hungry, right?
Yeah, and then, like I said, we seem to have a lot of those, man. Those wingers, those fast wingers, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to get called up, but that worries me not one bit.
Yeah.
I was reading some rumors on the Olympic roster, dude, which worried me because you look at some of these names that may go to the Olympics and not to the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
The three stand out to me. Ochoa, Edson Alvarez. No manches.
I know.
If he goes to the Olympics,
I know.
That's a big void in the big team. Yep. And then Linus.
Yeah.
Linus doesn't worry me as much because, like I said, and we're going to hammer that point down till the cows come home.
Yeah.
We have a plethora of attacking wingers.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But Edson Alvarez?
We don't have.
We don't have a defensive midfielder like he.
No. He's really becoming that key person to control that back line. And so
Rafa Marquez 2.0.
Yeah, exactly. I want to, we'll see. Let's hold on. You're talking about El Kaiser.
Yeah, I know. Rafa is
Rafa. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think we need to find that replacement for Rafa, and Edson is played well in Europe, and I think they're giving him the opportunity to fill that spot, fill that void. But yeah, that would be a big loss for the national team.
Because then you're going to have to play with 3 center backs instead of 2 center backs and 1 center mid, defensive center mid. Mm-hmm. So now you're talking about Araujo, Moreno, and Salcedo, which that's okay.
Yeah.
But, man, Alvarez is a freaking really good midfielder.
Yeah.
And I don't like him. I don't like that guy. I just don't. I don't know. He rubs me the wrong way. I don't like him. I've met him, and he just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Si me escuchas, güey.
I tell you. I hope he's not listening to this.
I hope you're not listening, Edson, because we'll try to get you on here.
I thought you was a big old fan of him because he's from
America.
I was,
dude. I was. I mean, any America guy that's out there, dude, he just, I don't know. I mean, maybe I was too emotional at the time or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You can send him an email or something.
I'll send him an email. I'll contact your people, Edson. Exactly. We'll hash it out, bro.
That's right. Yeah, I think we have we're spoiled in terms of young up and coming generation in terms of soccer development for Mexico's future, which is exciting. Linus is 20 years old, man.
Dude.
Imagine how he's going to be.
He looks to be our best right winger.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Tecatito and Linus, dude, se dan un tiro. They're
What a problem! What a good
problem to have, right?
Yeah, they're fast and on both sides, and it's just you put Lozano in there too, and it's like, I mean, I
Lozano on the left, Raúl on the middle, dude. I dream of that team. Yeah. I dream of that team, and I think that team could make it to the 6th game in World Cup.
Yeah, 6th game and beyond.
6th game and beyond, dude. Yeah,
exactly.
Because I mean, we know we're gonna get to the 2nd stage, right? Yeah. You always know we're going to the 2nd round.
Yeah. Yep.
But then we always draw the worst matchups.
Yeah, I know. And usually they're by the end of World Cup winner.
Yeah. Netherlands?
Yeah.
Come on.
They were running up, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that's.
No era penal.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, it wasn't.
Exactly.
No era penal at all. You could see Flying
hurts.
Dutchman, freaking, what's his name? Robin.
Yeah, exactly.
No era penal. Yeah. I don't care how many times I have to tell you guys that. No era penal. Nunca, never.
No era penal. You're exactly right. And that's
Alpha and Omega. No era penal.
Exactly. And we'll never let that go until we win a World Cup title.
That's true.
And I hope we win it before the Netherlands do.
Oh yeah,
That would be
that would
awesome.
be yeah. And
That
then
would be
we'll send Robin. We'll send you a jersey with no era
Exactly.
penal on the back.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, exactly.
No
By that
vale.
time, have a nice trophy, World Cup trophy with that piece. So
We'll
yeah.
get you a jersey though,
Yeah,
Robin.
I think
if you're listening.
Yeah, Karma will get it, and I think Mexico is on the right track.
Heck yeah, they are, dude.
yeah.
I can't be more excited for the Gold Cup here in a month. I ordered my pink jersey, the Raúl jersey, dude. Those things look nice, man. When I first got to the field, I was like, oh, those are pretty nice, dude. I was hesitant at first, but the design of the jersey and how it all matches together with the shorts, I was like, those look nice, dude.
Yeah. They also have some cultural relevance.
Right,
man.
very
Exactly.
Aztec relevance there, and yeah, I'm ready for that thing to get here. Maybe I'll have it by our next podcast, and I'll wear
Hopefully,
it.
yeah, that'll be nice. Did you give me one? No.
Si
Not
quieres,
yet.
güey.
No, te creas.
De volada.
No, I'm still.
Nomás mándame un Venmo.
I know, I got you, bro. I am still hesitant on the pink one.
On the pink one?
But it looks
Well,
good.
you
That
know they're
looks
going to
up-
pull out another one in probably November.
Yeah.
So,
For the next World Cup cycle year.
Yeah.
For the qualifying matches. So
yeah.
yeah, a lot of exciting soccer, man. We have tons of games this upcoming year, and it's interesting because Qatar 2022 is actually going to start in November. So it's
Right.
not going to be in the traditional summer tournament because it's going to be so hot.
Yeah. 115. I mean, it's been
Yeah.
hot here. Jeez.
Yeah. So we'll
Yeah,
have
it's been hot here.
plenty of qualifying matches.
So is it November 2022 or November? Yeah,
November
okay. So we're
2022.
bypassing, the
Yeah.
summer going, okay.
Yeah, November
Right.
22. Yeah. So it'll be some good soccer a little bit. And we'll have to wait a few more months. But we have a lot of qualifying matches, man, that go throughout the year. This upcoming year, and there's already some good soccer. Copa America. We have the Euros going on.
Mhm.
It's always good to see different playing styles. European soccer, South American soccer. It's always good to see what your potential opponents are playing like and how they're playing. So
France look tough.
oh my goodness,
They
Wha-
look
how,
super tough, dude.
how are they not the favorites to win the World Cup?
They are.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like,
There's-
I think it's them, and then right behind them is Belgium.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Those two teams are,
they're
they're
scary.
today I was watching Belgium versus Denmark. Hope you get well soon, Christian Eriksen.
Oh yeah.
In Denmark, dude, they came out and slapped Belgium right away. Tómale.
Yeah.
¿Quieres uno? Tómale. Goal right away, dude. And I was like, that's just fluff.
Yeah.
Belgium came back with a vengeance, dude. They just showed why
They're ranked number 2. I
they're
think.
ranked number two in the
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
world, dude. And they came out and they made some little tiki-taka plays that I was impressed that you usually see in Latin American teams. But
Yeah.
those guys, the Hazards and the Thorgan Hazard and Yannick Carrasco and Lukaku of the world, man, those guys are so good, man.
Yeah. That's skillful.
Yeah, it was a good game, but I hope we're there
Yeah.
playing those guys in the World Cup.
We'll eventually have to play, however the groups settle up. There's always a European team.
Yeah.
And, we'll always have to show up like we did against Germany.
Heck yeah.
So that was a fun game to watch. But I think we're a lot more confident. I think we have the skill set and the structure. And, we'll just see where Tata leads this team. I think he has this team for this World Cup cycle. And then again, they're going to measure on his success on the World Cup stage. And then we'll decide
We'll
at
do it
that
again.
time if we need a new coach or not.
And we'll do it again.
Yeah, and we'll do it. We'll rinse, repeat. that
Because more than
cycle.
likely, I don't think after World Cup, whether he wins or not, I think
How far
they'll
he
let
gets,
him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of the nature of the beast in national soccer teams, and it's just how that happens.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this whole stoppage,
Okay.
the homophobic chant stoppage that they did at the games.
That's a good point. Yeah, let's bring
What
that up.
What did you think about that, dude? What?
Yeah, I was trying to listen as much as everyone else. And for those who are listening to this for the first time, there's been some protocols because of the chants that historically Mexico has done after a kick from the opposite team. And I don't know if I can say it on the podcast or not, but
We all know the P word.
yeah, the P word. And so, FIFA has taken a pretty strict stance on
Yeah.
it, and so they're trying to turn it around with the Mexico soccer team, national soccer team. And so, I try to put an extra, raise my ear if I'm hearing the chants. And honestly, I didn't hear those. I think
That's how
there was-
strict they were.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't even chant it, and they stopped the game.
Yeah. I think there was, I think from the beginning when we ordered waters, do you remember
Yeah.
that? They gave us
Plastic cups, dude. No bottles.
No
Yeah.
bottles. And, I think they were extra cautious, but.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so. But, it was. I think they were listening to stuff that wasn't there. And I don't know if they were just trying to do it to kind of prevent future chants to start this that particular protocol. But I don't know. What are your thoughts, Luis?
Man, I thought it was interesting that they stopped the game when nobody was chanting it.
Right.
The 90th minute came around and they stopped the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I looked around and I was like, who was saying anything? Nobody was saying anything.
Yeah.
And then again, I think I pointed out to you, Ochoa and Edson Alvarez were like, you guys need to shut up and come down. And I was like, we weren't saying anything, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And
they were doing the Peyton Manning.
they're like, calm down.
Calm down.
And, Edson Alvarez threw his little temper tantrum, and I wish I had something to throw at him because I would have.
You don't like Edson.
I don't,
Holy
dude.
cow.
I don't. He just, he rubs me the wrong way. But, they were pointing at the fans. I was like, don't do that, dude. We throw all kinds of objects at the opposing teams.
Yeah.
You're not past them, bro. We will throw them at you too, and we did.
Exactly.
And we did.
Yeah.
And when the PKs went down, and who's that guy? The guy for the U.S. Number 10. I don't even know who he is because he never shows up at that.
It starts with the P
it starts
too.
with the P. Yeah, it starts with the P.
Right,
But I don't even know who that guy is, dude. Because I think that was his first goal in like 9 billion minutes against Mexico or something.
I think that was he's still 1-2 overall record against Mexico, so he has a losing record against us. So,
big time. And calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Cristiano.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you took your shirt off and you went to the corner of our section, you were asking for it.
Yeah.
And you got it.
Yeah, exactly.
You got rained with plastic cups, empty plastic cups. You got some nacho cheese on you. You probably got some cheese cups thrown at you, a couple tomatoes, some hamburgers and whatnot. And then the funniest part to me was el vato Gio Reyna.
Oh, yeah.
He gets hit with an empty plastic bottle. And I thought they were going to have to airlift him, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
because he was hurt. Like, he was honestly hurt. Like, I saw, like, it was an empty plastic cup, and the dude, I thought he was going to die.
Yeah, I don't know if it was an Oscar performance.
Pretty close, big time.
Pretty close. But, yeah, playing to the refs, obviously. And but, that's it's funny. You compare this, and it's like, oh, those fans are just, they don't know how to be good fans. But I'm like,
dude,
I just saw a couple at the basketball, the Suns Nuggets games. Yeah. There was literally fights that were being recorded. I think there was an actual guy that actually knocked a Colorado Rockies fan out at a baseball game about a month ago. So, if we want to compare what the fan bases look like, there's actually been video recordings of people getting knocked out at basketball games. And
not by empty plastic cups that weigh less than an ounce.
Exactly. So, it's all relative, right? And I'm trying to compare this or maybe minimizing that, but that's the environment when you're playing soccer.
And I almost feel like I need to minimize the whole situation because there's a caveat to this. When people saw, and I think I told you, Carlos and I made it onto, I think it was 9 News.
Oh, nice.
9 News, and my father-in-law was like, "Oh, this is really cool. You're on TV." Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yeah, we're at the Mexico game." The first thing out of his mouth was, "I heard from my other people that I golf with that this was a bruise on soccer because of what happened at the Mexico-U.S. game." I was like, "Well, what did you hear? What was it that happened?" He's like, "I heard you guys were throwing stuff," and I was like, "Well, let me newsflash you. Since you're always watching El Canal de la Zorra, this always happens.
Yep.
And it doesn't just happen at this game. And I said, we were throwing cups at our own team.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter who it was. And it was just like, it infuriates me because it's almost trying to diminish what soccer and what the Mexican fans and what the Mexican team stands for.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, you guys are just animals out there.
Yeah.
You guys don't know how to behave. And I put a stop to it right away. I said, no, listen here. This is what happens at every game. If you can't take it, don't come.
Yeah. I think
Don't
I got some beer splashed on me.
Oh, dude, I got cheese on my jersey.
Everything. I mean, it's coming from the top. It's just,
yeah, dude.
It's passion, it's excitement, and we're so packed in that stadium that you're next to a U.S. fan or a Mexico fan, and you're gonna get splashed on with whatever people are throwing from the scene. But it's all relative, like I said before, man. There was literally fights at a baseball game, at the Rockies game, and at the Nuggets game. So if people want to compare exactly what their fan bases look like, I mean, there's some recordings, there's some videos out there of what that looks like of actual fighting. And so, but yeah, it's passion, right? It's passion. You get involved in the game, both sides, and so there was a unruly U.S. fan sitting next to us as well. That was was also wanting to pick some fights.
Yeah, dude.
And I think Luis almost fought that guy when I was trying to drag him away, but. And Gail, if you're listening, you're welcome because he was about to get into
I didn't, babe. That wouldn't have
been
been a fight. It would have been over in like 2 seconds.
But
I mean, it was a fun game. It was an exciting game. It was a passionate game. The U.S. fans were just as bad as the Mexican fans. They were throwing stuff too.
Yeah,
they ran onto the field too.
Exactly.
They did all the other things. Everybody. It was the same.
Yeah.
There was no bruise on the game, dude. Every game is like that.
Yeah, the narrative is just skewed.
It is
and
very skewed.
I hope that just in terms of the tournament and the folks that showed up, that we become a host city in 2026.
I think
know
we
it's
will.
a few years away, but I think we showed up like we always do in a great way. Obviously, there's an economic side to it, and I think we're always there to support Mile High Stadium, the venue, with the products that we buy and the food and drinks as well. So it's a win-win for the city of Denver and for our Latina community.
The market analysis points towards Denver getting a game.
Yeah.
The market analysis, if you run it, as far as income, as far as fans showing up, as far as what you're looking for in a World Cup match city, Denver fits every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if by some odd reason Denver doesn't get a World Cup game, there's other powers at bay, right?
Yeah. We'll definitely travel either way, wherever
it is, we're going.
Canada, Mexico,
we are going.
United States.
I'm pretty sure the opening game is going to be at Azteca.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep.
And I bet you Mexico only plays in Mexico until they have to go into the second round.
Yeah.
And even then, they might only play in Mexico, which we're going to have to travel.
Yeah. Hey, that's not a bad thing.
Abuelita de Batman, we're going to have to travel.
We know some gente in Mexico.
That's right.
And so it'll be exciting. Look at us, man. Started thinking long term. 2026. But yeah, 2022 is around the corner. We're excited for the selección. I think I always like to say we failed forward with this particular Nations Cup, but I think the Gold Cup, I think we'll lift that cup here in a few weeks. And we'll move forward with qualifying.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys are listening out there, go to Spotify, download our podcast, give us a follow, give us a like. Can you like on Spotify?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
we're gonna try to.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can follow us. We're gonna put this on YouTube. First episode, second episode, hopefully this week, and then stay tuned for some more content coming up. We've got some pretty cool plans in the works. Right. We got a couple meetings that we have in the works.
Yeah.
And we're excited about this podcast. So
this is us starting in a garage, metaphorically speaking.
That's right.
And thanks to G.
Thanks to Guillermo.
Right.
Astorga.
Some props, for handling production and making us look good.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate that support, G.
Yeah. Gracias, gente. Nos vemos en el próximo episodio.
¿Verdad?
Adiós.
Saludos. Adiós.